Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the series we call Minecraft Hardcore, even though it isn't, with Lucky
It's
Dutch.
uh, it's uh, uh, it's I it's more of like a nostalgia thing to call it that
It
because
really is. It
it
really
was the
is.
first that we ever did. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nostalgia for us. Like
Yeah, it really
first
isn't for anyone
time
else.
hardcore, clickbait. I don't know.
Yeah. I've had
And
I've had a comment about this the other day where it's like I play Minecraft Hardcore too, and I go like, well, great, we're not really playing hardcore.
congratulations, we don't.
We don't.
Just clickbaiting, I guess.
That's all it is. We are just here for the views.
Uh, well, maybe you, but not me. I'm just having fun.
All I care
It's
about is money.
uh money that ad revenue that you don't even have.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Exactly. Why do you think I'm moving to Twitch?
exactly. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, we could talk about that
for
first.
people who don't know,
Mm-hmm.
we we officially quote unquote moved to Twitch, or at least you did. I didn't because
So whether we're moving this podcast is up for debate. I'm happy either way. Previously, when I made the first of all, when I made the announcement video, I left a couple of things out which I really should have included. Um, but a couple of things have changed as well. So one of the things that I said is that the podcast that I do, so that's this and the Dawn of Discussion podcast that I do with my friend Guy every Wednesday, are going to remain on YouTube. Now, actually had a chat with him about this at some point, and he's also kind of done with YouTube as a format as well for streaming. Um, and most of our mutual friends are on Twitch as well, so we're probably moving that to Twitch. Um, which is weird because
so
I really don't
basically,
think Twitch is great for it, but yeah. So basically, what I did leave out is what I intended for this channel because it's not like I'm gonna abandon this channel altogether. Is first of all we would be doing this live unless you want to move to Twitch, which I'm fine with as well. Um, and then we probably should. But this channel would essentially be a VOD channel because the problem I'm having with Twitch, like I said before, is you get to keep videos for a short while, right? Like they don't stay there forever. I think they stay there for like 2 weeks.
um, yeah, something around those would make
Yeah.
sense.
So
But
to preserve those videos, I'm thinking I'll just stream there, and once done, I'll upload it here.
yeah, all right. And then another announcement, and that's totally my fault.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering why we're streaming this early. It's completely
Mhm.
my fault. That's completely my fault. Or at least
Well,
one of the drainage system that we
yeah,
recently installed, that I recently had to add. Well, that got flooded.
yeah,
So when we used the washing machine and all the like the leftover water was dripping out, it suddenly got on the floor because it didn't, you know, leave the sewage pipes. So that's why I called the plumber, and he told me that if it rains, um, then it'll be there as soon as possible. But if it's sunny today,
hmm
he will arrive in like, then it will be his last thing because like to to clear up the sewage pipes, you need some way of like the least amount of water, the better you can work with it. So that's why. And I looked at the weather today, and it's gonna rain around 11 o'clock. So
yeah. European
hence
time,
that's
obviously.
why, yeah, European time. So hence I need to do this, and yeah.
Yeah,
So that's completely my fault. Everyone who's watching me. Had to get out of bed early. Okay, Ron, apologies. I will,
Yeah,
I will get smite by God,
no, it's
but
fine.
I didn't see another way.
Basically, it's not the end of the world. Basically, yesterday, um, I had leaving drinks because basically, even though I don't work at that company anymore, I still, they're still friends and all that. So, the HR person of all people, has now left, and she had her leaving
Oh,
drinks yesterday. So I obviously went, and people were like, "Hey, what do you want to drink?" Huh?
sorry, I didn't mean that.
Okay. um, People were like, "Hey, what do you want to drink? Hey, what do you want to drink?" And I kept like not really refusing. So I drank a lot. Um,
So in other words, he has a hangover.
Not even. I'm. It's just basically like I kept drinking and I got very tired, and here we are.
Hmm.
It's tiredness more than but I've got my morning brew, um, which is something that would be regular if I ever had a morning brew, but you know it isn't. Um, but yeah, it will get me awake more or less. And then today I need to record the Tuesday episode for the podcast of playing Star Wars because um we're going to be unavailable on the Tuesday, so we can't do it live. And then in the evening, there's other things as well. Basically, days are getting fuller.
Yep.
Not a complaint, but something to keep in mind.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
oh no, oh no.
Oh, so the bed thing is still isn't fixed, but that is
Yeah, no,
not
I can get it fixed because I couldn't tell where the problem was.
that is not a problem because recently I've had a discussion
Mm-hmm.
and like first it was just pure nostalgia that we're doing this,
Yeah.
but eventually like one of the people who visited our stream,
Mm,
um, he told us that it's basically a podcast, and
it is.
yeah, we kind of eventually I was laying down. I was like, shit, it is a podcast.
It is, isn't it? Um,
I was like, no, 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 no. I'm the guy who always listens to podcasts, not actually making one. And then suddenly, like, okay, let's add the numbers here. I do this, yes. I do that, yes. I do. Oh my God, I'm a podcast. Oops.
welcome to the 21st century where
Yeah,
everyone has a
exactly. I get
podcast.
sucked in. You
Meanwhile,
like,
I have two.
haha, interesting.
Well, this is my
I'll,
second one, I
I'll,
suppose.
I'll just keep it at once. Thank you very much.
Yeah. To be fair, I like the other one. We get.
It's not like we're how do you say we're not pushing around in the direction of like hey this is something that we're not doing for fame. We're just purely having fun.
Yeah, no, that's all it is. Um,
Yeah,
and I'll be honest as well. Like my move to Twitch has nothing to do with fame as well. It's literally just because my friends are on there, so it makes everything a little bit
true,
easier. Also because Twitch has a lot more live functionalities that YouTube doesn't really provide. Although I'm still like annoyed with that thing of like if you stream on YouTube, sometimes your subscribers that just don't get a notification
true.
unless you're fucking
Um,
PewDiePie or something.
oh yeah, if you have like a lot of well even then it's sometimes a bit
Yeah,
debatable
like
because if
I won't get I won't get a notification when he goes live, but when he is live, I will always see it in my sub box. Whereas that's already a problem that a lot of people say they're dealing with is that when I go live, They won't even see it in their sub box until I have gone live.
Yep.
Um,
The thing is, and that's basically the problem. Um, I mean, they really, like, let's say, I don't have a good analysis for it, but I get what you're saying. It's like the YouTube isn't that capable anymore of containing that amount of channels and stuff like that when everybody has like a spare channel
well,
and they all have to manage it, all of it, and they
yeah.
just and they refuse to add more money or people into the job. Just good luck. That's basically it. Like, hey, if you're in the system, good for you. If you're not, then you're fucked. Bye.
Well,
Over.
literally, it's literally that.
And with Twitch, Twitch is designed for that. Like
Yeah,
they have a system to do that. So I give them mad props for that. I really do. And
yeah. It's just the
yeah,
recommendations are a bit fucked.
yeah, and oh yeah, don't get me started on the
Yeah.
recommendation.
But I ignore those
And
usually anyway, because usually what I'll do is I won't browse Twitch because
no,
I can't be
absolutely not.
fucked to. But what I do is basically I follow my friends, right? So when they go live, I'll get a notification saying they're live. I'll go on there, and then sometimes at the end of their stream, they'll raid someone, and I'll keep watching for a bit. And I'll go, ah, this is a person.
I
Um,
always like same, same. I'm also subscribed to some of my friends,
oh
and
no, I'm not subscribed. You think I'm
oh
get?
no, I mean
You think I'm
not
giving them money?
subscribed. No, no, no. I mean followed,
I'll
followed.
do a sub for
Yeah,
sub though.
I have the YouTube system in my head because
Yeah, 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 of course.
um I follow them and sometimes I'll watch them if I have the time for it. But the thing is, I really despise Twitch. But
Yeah,
y'all should be y'all should know by now, to be
yeah,
honest.
which is one of the reasons why I wasn't sure if you wanted to like move this podcast over to
No,
Twitch.
for me, it doesn't matter. I'm just worried that, like, if you bash Twitch while you're on Twitch, it's kind of, it's
Mm,
like it's kind of kicking a hornet's nest while you live in that hornet's nest.
I personally think it's very well. It's the same thing as criticizing YouTube while being on YouTube. I think it's exactly the same thing.
Yeah, but the difference is YouTube is a way bigger platform than Twitch is. Twitch can easily pin you down if you do something naughty. Well,
I don't think it's
YouTube,
naughty to criticize a platform that you're on.
yeah, but like it's more like I don't mean it that way, but more like
Yeah, because if that's really where Twitch is actually coming from and really like telling people that what they do is big no no, then that's really unfortunate.
I agree with that.
Um,
Uh, I'm removing the beds so that I can expand a little bit
that's fair.
because I was thinking of making a staircase
Yeah, that's a good call.
and I need
Whoops.
the thing is
Correct.
like I in the DMs I showed you like one of the recommendations I got
Yep.
when I was like automatically that like the thing is that one thing I do not understand, it's like I don't think Twitch follows some sort of algorithm like or like
I don't think
um,
they do know.
like for example this morning watching some YouTube to like I was watching some YouTube basic as usual and then I got stuck in the gorilla section, like watching nature. I fucking love watching nature. um I was watching it, I was enjoying it, and
Mm.
YouTube kept recommending me to keep watching gorillas.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's a system. Like YouTube is like,
Yeah.
hey, we noticed that you like this,
It's a
and it's
demonic
like,
system
hey,
in a way, but
yeah,
because
it's kind of weird, but like, hey, I'm not complaining because I actually like it.
yeah,
And if you can't, you can just press a button that says not interested, and then it remembers it. Meanwhile, on Twitch, like the thing, I exposed myself a little bit. I don't follow big streamers. I never do.
no, nor do I.
It's like, hey, congratulations, you're like, you barely have any views. You like only 3 people follow you, or like, hey, this that. Then I'll join because I love shit like that.
Yeah,
I fucking love seeing people who, even though they have almost nothing, just enjoy
yeah. So
the game.
so what I can say then? So I have actually only two friends that are on Twitch currently, right? And then the rest of the friends that I kind of made there is because comment sections, banter, and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah,
and so one of them is named Sarah, who does mainly like so basically she works at an animation studio, and she basically does storyboards for it. And so oftentimes she'll like basically do the storyboards on stream and then talk about filmmaking and stuff like that and script writing. And that's kind of her thing. And then she'll play the odd video game as well. I think she plays Disco Elysium. She played I think Hellblade for a while. Um she played well anyway, she plays video games as well. But like that kind of thing. And I think she played an alternative version of Dungeons and Dragons last night called Dungeons and Doggies with a couple of other friends of hers. Um, and then so she got about 90 followers at this point.
yeah.
And then my other friend's called Bros, and he does mostly like horror action games, which I'll be honest, in my opinion, is very like very cool content. I enjoy sitting in on the stream, and because he's such a small streamer as well, he's got 69 followers right now. Because I think there's a conspiracy
Nice.
going on. Like basically, he told me he was guest on the podcast on Wednesday as well, and he told me that at some point, his follower count actually went up to 70, and then back down to 69. So he thinks there's a conspiracy going on. Um, but basically, um,
Tea break.
yeah, basically, um, oop, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so basically, because of it, he has like maybe 12 viewers at any given time, and even less active commenters. And so when he's playing video games as well, like he plays Days Gone right now and Alien Isolation. But sometimes he'll play like the odd city game as well, like Dream Daddy Dating Simulator and Sims 4. And as someone in the comments as well that is commenting and that watches him as well, it's great to mess with him. It's
Uh,
the absolute fucking funniest thing to do. Um, and that's not just because on other streams he messes with me. No, 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 no. It's
you
from the
do it
heart.
out of respect. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's great because like I sometimes like when I mess with him, I'll pepper in true statements just so he distrusts everything. So like at some point, like there was this bit in Dream Daddy Dating Simulator where like he was meant to answer a bunch of questions, and then there would be an album that comes out of it that he should be listening to. And one of the questions, like he had me answer all of the questions, and I answered most of them in jest. But one of them was, what is your biggest fear, right? And one of the options was, when your waiter says enjoy your food, and you accidentally reply, yeah, you
Thank you.
too.
You too.
And I said, that's the one. And he said, no, it isn't. You're lying. And I was like, no, that's one of the worst things. That shit scares me. I have done that before, and it makes me lie awake at night thinking about why I said that. I wish I was joking.
No, the thing is, um, somebody who worked in that industry for a little while,
Mm.
they are used to it. You aren't the only one.
Okay, good.
There- You are the. I'm not saying we because I'm out of the business, but um,
They,
for someone who was there, I also had one or two times that somebody said thanks you too,
yeah, thank you.
and we just take it like fuck it, whatever. It happens. Like
Yeah,
it's not really a problem anymore. Everybody got used to it, especially me.
I'm sure.
Because
It's just the kind of thing that genuinely gets me for some reason.
oh yeah, it's like oh fuck, I did a brain fart. Um, evacuate.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like most of the stories I've already discussed in that because also like there's no point in rehashing everything. But like one of the more serious situations where I did that, that I didn't really go into too much is I had a friend at work, whose uncle passed away at some point, and so he said that he was like um, arrangements, I guess, to basically go over to I think it was North London or it may have been Iran even. Um, but basically he was making arrangements to go there. And like the situation was dire. Like there was a poorer part of the family. Like they didn't actually have enough money to pay for the funeral as well, so he had to do that. And all of that had to be set up. And anyway, it was a great big thing. But so this was like just before the weekend, and he asked me like, do you have any plans at all? So I told him, I'm gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons with friends over the weekend, but not that much. So he said, "Okay, well I'm going. Have fun with that." And I said, "Thanks, you too."
Oh yeah, but it's something that it's automatically in your system.
It's a reflex.
It's a reflex, and it's it really like when you look deep into it. Sometimes when you do it a lot, which sometimes once or twice, it's not really a problem. But if you do it a lot, then it might be a problem because you're so used to it
Yeah,
that uh, it also loses its value, if you know what I mean.
yeah, it does. It really does.
The thing is, something that I like to study that I'm interested in, would like to know more of when I get the chance. But I want to know the value of words, if you
Oh
get
yeah.
what I'm. For example, last podcast we talked about love. That I find the word overused and overrated
Yep.
because it has been used to death.
Yep. And I agree.
And don't get me wrong, it's a great word. It's where you get good songs, yada yada yada, all nice and dandy.
Mhm.
However, the word is so used, so
Yeah.
overused
It's
that
like when someone says "I love you," you just
yeah,
go, "Okay."
it's like hey, if you truly love someone, then don't
Maybe not say it to
randomly
everyone.
spam that word. Just don't spam the word. That's basically it. Then it has more meaning to it. Like um, like if I say to my family I love you, they know I mean it because I rarely fucking say it. My sister, on the other hand, is like, I love this, I love that, I love
Yeah.
this, yada 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 yada. Okay, nice and dandy, but
Now it doesn't mean anything anymore.
what are the what words are you gonna use if you really want to mean it? Well, love, no, because you used it so many goddamn
Yeah.
times.
I enjoy your presence. Keep it simple. Keep it
Yeah,
cold.
obviously, you can think of some other words like saying thank you for being here for me
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I'm not saying that out of spite, but like the word is lost its meaning.
Yeah. It really has.
And if you want it back, which honestly, in my honest opinion, I don't think you kind of want it back now because I think it's already gone. I
Yeah,
think
it's it's
it's
it's
gone.
difficult to revitalize that word after having said so.
Exactly.
The only way to do it is to basically not say it for a very long time.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna have to pull back.
So yeah, that's a little bit on my perspective when it comes to that shit.
Yeah,
It's
but I think that's perfectly fair.
and so like but then back to the topic. Thanks you too.
Yeah,
That's also something that's used a lot. So does it really have value? Yes or no? And
yeah, but
maybe
I like to mean what I say. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm not saying that you didn't mean it, but I am saying that if you use
Because I
it a
did.
lot,
I
yeah,
really want them to enjoy their meal and their funeral.
yeah, it's well, I wouldn't say that. I recommend you stop with that one.
Okay.
Um, but I mean, funerals are beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, and it's like what I'm always told about. I've never actually been to one, but what I'm always told about funerals as well is that they're less so a grievance of a loss as much as a celebration of life.
Yeah, because most of the time it is a reason to get back together, even though it's a horrible reason.
It's true.
Nephews, cousins, stuff like that. They all come back to like celebrate celebrate the loved one
Yeah,
for well, I wouldn't say one last time because personally I think there will always be a heart, but still.
yeah. Well, there's the memorial service like ages after.
I mean, you can always visit the graveyard, say hi, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I sometimes do that. I sometimes do that as well. And
it's
my
good.
dad also has a usual anniversary. And my granddad, my grandpa from my dad's side,
Hmm.
um, on his day of death, my dad and his siblings will all come together and like meet near his graveyard and then eat something, then go around town, walking around, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
So like, and that's something beautiful. Like, hey, you first your father, first your father brought you into this life together with your mother, and now, um, and now and now they are and now you're the reason that they will always at least visit each other once a year.
yeah.
You will be the reason that your kids are back together again. Sometimes talking, sometimes doing this, sometimes doing that, yada yada yada.
It's true.
So I find it a bit beautiful,
No, it is
but
absolutely.
it is heartbreaking though. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I cried like a little bitch at that funeral.
Yeah,
And I don't cry a lot. It's like there's only one movie that always makes you cry, and the rest I'm like, yeah, I'm
which one's that?
Schindler's List.
Ah, nice.
That movie made me cry every time like a bitch. Like I can do this. I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man.
No,
And
no,
then
I'm
I
not.
suddenly hear that solo piano, and then I'm automatically tearing up. Like
I know what you mean. To be fair, it is a very powerful film.
it's an extremely powerful film. And mad props to the actors, mad props to the directors, mad props.
Yeah,
Uh, like
to the you know the soundtrack, the editing,
soundtrack, the editing, the cast.
the 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 colorist, even though that's a weird thing to say because it's entirely black and white, but
And red.
and red. Well, it's just for that fact that the colorist should be credited as well.
Yeah, true. There's one scene that there's a girl that's red. So yeah, hence that's why I mentioned
Yeah.
it.
And honestly, like if you think of Liam Neeson as like this action guy, then this film will change your mind and make you believe that he has
Oh,
range.
he is legitimately he is a great actor.
He really
He
is,
he
yeah.
like he does a lot of action movies, but like back in his prime time, that man did almost everything that he could,
Oh yeah,
and like he likes action, hence why he did it. But like it's one of the most beautiful fucking films that I've ever seen.
I can agree
It's
to
not
that.
it's not the best one. It's not my personal favorite of all,
Yeah, but it
but
is it
still,
is one of the most beautiful ones.
it's one of the most beautiful ones. That's something that I can 100% rely on. There's a couple of them actually. Now that I
Mm.
think about it, I recently rewatched. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it, but The Prince of Egypt.
Is this the animation film?
Yes,
Yes, I have. I watched it in Hebrew class.
it's really good. Like,
Yeah, it's fantastic.
holy shit, the animation. It's like the way you look deep down into it. Uh, and I have to give credit to my friend because he mentioned it to me, and I didn't notice for like a really long time, but you actually can see the expressions in Ramesses' face.
Yeah.
Like one of the most famous scenes where like I've come here to let my people go, like, release the slaves and yada yada yada. He looked at him as like you see in his face the five like the stages of grief, you know,
Mm.
like first this, then that, disbelief, then wanting
Yeah.
to negotiate, stuff like that. You see it in his
That's really cool
you
actually. That I
in
didn't
his
I never
face.
really paid attention to.
You see it in his face. You feel the and like the artistry, like for example, always like Ramesses' father, his thoughts and his minds are always near him because every time Moses and Ramesses meet, like when they actually have a normal discussion instead of like screaming at each other when they become older,
Yeah.
uh, Ramesses is always sitting on his father's lap, like one of the statues.
Yeah.
And every time he talks about Egypt in his favor, you'll always see like the scene looking around. You'll always see like his father's statue next to him, like
Mm.
always. His father always having like some sort of
Some presents.
yes, exactly, some presence in his life, even though he passed away. It's
Yeah.
it's those little details that like, wow, that makes it perfect. And like the animation itself is just totally beautiful.
Yeah. I'll be honest. It's been years since I've seen that film, but I remember being very impressed with it.
Oh, it's one of the best movies DreamWorks ever made,
Oh yeah.
hands down. Like
Yeah.
they loved Shrek, they loved this, they loved that. Like, and I can get behind that. I
Mm,
totally get
yes.
it. I totally get it. People love Shrek, especially Shrek 2.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I completely get it. But I would be like, I find it's almost criminally underrated if you haven't watched Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
If you can, please watch it. The people out there who are watching right now the stream, I see two of people in live chat. Please watch Prince of Egypt. Please.
Yeah. Especially
It's
if you
a
can do it like
beautiful.
around Passover time as well. It holds extra power. Because obviously like the story in itself, but like besides the fact that the film is very good, like that story holds a lot of value to
True.
Jewish and Christians um all over the world. Because it is essentially the story of how we liberated ourselves. I say we. I didn't do shit.
uh, Even though I'm not Jewish, I fucking just love.
Yeah, but you said you're Catholic, right?
Yeah, I'm a holy bean.
So that story still kind of holds value in your religion as well, right?
Mm,
Some.
some, but like it's more like, how do you say, um we realize it more as it being our thing and not ours,
Yeah.
and
Well, yeah.
it would be kind of offensive if we did. So hence we kind of,
Oh, I don't
like,
care.
we know we did, like, it's for us it's like
Oh no.
it happens, it happened, but I would say, like, hey, leave these for
Yeah.
the Jewish community. Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah. Then keep them special.
okay, come on. No, I don't want to say it like that, but like,
Let them have anything other than the current atrocities. No, I'm kidding.
well,
I'm
no,
kidding.
it's like, I do support what's happening in Israel, because
Which side?
I recently had to study some history,
Mm-hmm.
Dutch history, because my course is almost over, being a national tour guide. And the thing is, when, like, Israel and Palestine was happening in the 60s,
Sure.
the United States, like, the first two nations that supported Israel
Mm-hmm.
was the United States and the Netherlands.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the first two nations that automatically said, we see Israel and not Palestine, and who see Israel and not Palestine, was the United States and the Netherlands. And the United States helped militarily, and the Netherlands helped financially.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting. And so that was for Israel, not the opposition.
Yeah, exactly. Hence, that's why, if you look in, like, the global books that we have here in the Netherlands, you don't see Palestine, you see Israel, and that's the reason why.
Interesting. Because these
If
days
you
it's
go,
like,
if
you know,
you go to, like, let's say,
gonna mark this area by the way.
if you go to, like, let's say, Indonesia, one of the biggest Muslim countries in the world,
Yeah.
if you go and look into an atlas there, you'll see that there is written Palestine instead of Israel, because they
Yeah.
don't support it.
That's kind of one of the things that bothers me is that like in current atlases they'll write one or the other. And it's like,
True.
well technically if you want to be real about this, no, they're both there.
I mean, like, the thing is, it's always a touchy subject, and the thing is,
Yeah.
like, you can't have a cake and you can't bake a cake and eat it too. That's kind of the situation that we're in right now. Like, hey, if you support this, oh, then you support the Israelites. No, 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 I don't
Yeah.
support the Israelites. Oh, they support Palestine. Welcome to the club. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
That's
It's
the
like,
common thing is like if you're pro something, you're anti the other thing, and
yeah,
it's
and it's
ridiculous.
like, hey, listen, like, it's ridiculous if people would say, like, hey, I I recognize this country as Israel, and that I automatically hate
I'm
Muslims. It's
so
like,
fucking
no, it's
lost.
like, come on. It's like, come on, don't do that to me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I'll be honest as well. It's like because you can't get it right. So if you say like
No, they don't want you to get it right. That's
no,
the thing.
that's the thing.
They
So if you
don't
say
want.
because if you
They don't.
say I'm anti-Israel, then I could easily just go like, oh, so you think it's a good idea for a what you call a sovereign state to be run by terrorists, literal terrorists. You think that's a good thing then? And they'll say, no, 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 it's not about that. And it's like, well, you really make it out to be that. But then if you say I'm anti-Palestine, you could go, okay, so do you support displacement of people, even though that's exactly what happened to us? Where the fuck am I? Could you give me your coordinates, please?
Okay.
I'm
207
Oh
and
god.
minus 41.
Okay, I'm on the right
207
track then.
and
I just went into a cave and I came out a completely different side with very interesting features, and I'm
hmm.
lost.
But
Um,
anyway, you were
but yeah, basically like it's that kind of thing where like you can't get right. Whereas if you say like I'm I'm pro Israel and pro Palestine, not for the governments or their decisions, but for the people. That's a far more kind of, I don't want to say correct way of looking at it, but that's essentially what it is. Because ultimately, like, it's easy to forget in these times where you like blame one side or the other. You're talking about human beings.
exactly, and that's why I don't like picking a side most of the time when it comes to conversations because
Oh shoot, I went the other way.
at, at these days, um, I legit think, and it's a horrible way of thinking, and I hope I'm wrong on this one, but a lot of people just wanna how do you say uh,
Whatever it is, I'm probably gonna agree with this if this is going where I think it's going.
people
People want to
just
victimize, right?
no well I want to say that people are trying to make other people look like monsters.
Yes, I mean that
And
too.
I mean, it is like a lot of people like, okay, you're a monster, done, over,
Yeah,
and
simple.
simple. No, I'm not. Yeah, okay, then you need to be on my side to show you that you're not a monster. Okay, so you're forcing me or you're guilt tripping me to go to your side. That makes you more of a monster than I am.
Yeah, you know
Like,
this the
and that's why I kind of hate movements and stuff like that, or being
yeah,
labeled as
because they
a
don't do much. You know what the other thing is about movements, although it is much. I've definitely once there the houses. I've definitely once talked about Jordan Peterson and his
yeah,
book 12 Rules of Life.
yeah, the Canadian guy.
Yeah, so basically, so when he originally did his book tour for the 12 Rules of Life, it brought him to like a panel show in Australia, where basically he got questions and answers from the audience, and he had to debate them with people that are also on the panel. Um, and so basically, um, there was this girl in the audience who said one of the things that's worth mentioning about him as well is he famously said, "Clean your room,"
Yeah,
right? And what that essentially means is that, you know,
start up. Start
start with
like
yourself.
start with yourself,
Yeah,
exactly.
like basically, you have to take responsibility for your own life before you can really justify taking responsibility for other people's lives. So there was this girl in the audience, and she said, "Well, what about the bigger issues that we're facing today as young people, like climate change and economical crisis? Like, what if we want to fix that?" Um, and he remained adamant. He was like, "Start with yourself, because ultimately, um, why, like, as someone who doesn't have like, if someone who doesn't have their life in order comes up to me and says, 'This is how you need to live your life,' what possible reason would I have to take their word for it?" Right? Um, the other reason for that is because um, when people um, take a stance like that, oftentimes it's not about like actually doing something good for the world. It's about taking a political or social stance to
Yeah, for
look
your
good
own
in front of your
social benefit.
peers. So you can say, He's the enemy. Ha! I pointed it out, therefore I am a good person. And it's literally just about that at that point. And with very little effort, you've now done a socially great thing, which is you pointed out the bad guy. You're not really doing anything about it, but people will like you for it because you know,
Eventually it will go out as a witch trial, a Salem trial, basically.
of course.
And that's something like, hey, you point something out, and then okay, but you will but you must know that it will have repercussions, and you can't go like hide in a corner and say, I didn't tell them to do that. No, in times like these, it's gonna happen.
Well, yeah,
You know,
and also
if
one of the things
if
that's worth.
if I go to my friends and say this guy is an asshole
Mm,
and he hurt me, he ran me over with a scar, then I shouldn't be surprised that my friends suddenly like either try and beat him up or trying to ruin him or stuff like that, because I kind of knew where I was going with that if I
yeah,
said that without saying like, hey, but don't harm him.
yeah, but like I feel like it goes even further than that as well to take an even bigger political stance. Is basically, so what is happening right now, right? Like people are taking a political stance, which is free Palestine and whatever, and fuck Israel, and Israel's the
Yeah,
aggressor. Um, I think a lot of people are doing this, and in the way that they're doing it, it's because they want to look good in front of everyone because their stance is so simplified, right? Because it's like Israel is this oppressive power, who kills Palestinians, and that much is evidenced by the fact that in this situation where they, for some reason, deny the fact that Hamas has sent, was it like upwards of like 1,500, maybe even 2,000 rockets to the other side,
yeah,
of which a quarter of them have landed in Palestinian areas, killing Palestinians. They neglect to mention any of that, but they still go, "Oh, more Palestinians are dying than Israelis are. Therefore, Israel is clearly the oppressor. They have that sweet, sweet Iron Dome setup, which is only effective to an extent." Um, and they go like, "Okay, well, there's a clear bad guy here because clearly, like, one side has more people dying." And it's like, well, that's a very simple way of looking at it, and for foolish people, I'll be honest, that will sell. And there's unfortunately a lot of foolish people in this world who will just take that at face value and just go like, yeah. But the truth is so much more complex than that. Like, have you? Let me ask you this: do you know the concept of roof knocking?
no, I have not.
Okay,
It's the first time that I've heard about it.
so roof knocking is this Israeli concept where basically, Mhm. so when Hamas, when they use rocket launchers to send missiles into Israel, they will place their
Oh,
missile launchers in public spaces or in private properties, like
yes,
flat buildings or schools or hospitals and stuff like that, right?
yes, the Geneva Convention.
Well, the Geneva Convention essentially ruined, but yes.
Yeah,
Um,
true. Yeah, it's like, hey, don't blow up hospitals or blow shit up like that.
well,
Because,
this is the beauty of it. They're not blowing the hospitals up themselves, right? They're just launching missiles from there into Israel. Yeah, yeah,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I mean. And so
that's fucked
basically,
up.
obviously, the idea with that is that then, um, from Israel, they will then shoot rocket because Israel is not shooting rockets at civilians, right? Not
No,
primarily. They're shooting at the rocket launchers to disarm them. Um, and so like they go, okay, well, fuck, we can't do that without like civilian life being essentially um in danger. So what they'll do, these days it's much more significant, but roof knocking essentially is when they spot a missile launcher in let's say an apartment building, they'll send a small harmless rocket that won't explode and is specifically designed not to explode into the building. right? And it will hit the roof of the building, signifying to the Palestinian civilians inside that they are about to launch an attack. And so this gives them ample time to evacuate. Now, these days, it's even more sophisticated because they are using drones now as well
Yeah.
that basically carry around flyers that say we are, and it's written in Arabic as well, so there's no confusion. And it
Yeah.
says we are about to launch an attack, evacuate the area, and you'll be okay. So why are Palestinians still dying? You may ask. Well, it's because their government that people seem to be supporting tells them, no, no. They say you run away, but if you really love your country, you will sit in those houses and die for it. And women and children too. They stay in those civilian buildings. They stay in the flats. They stay in the hospitals or whatever, and they will martyr themselves. You know, they'll blow up as a sign of martyrdom, and serve their country that way. But what it really is so that then Hamas can go, look, they slaughter our children.
Okay, yeah, then I see, yeah.
That's all that is.
Uh, this is basically a chess game for these people.
Yeah. And so, in my opinion, I think when people say free Palestine from this oppressive regime, I agree. They're suffering from an oppressive regime that won't let them be. Unfortunately, it's their own government. And that needs to be acknowledged first. And also, one of the things that needs to be acknowledged is that, Palestinians are raised in hate. They're raised to hate their neighbors when a ton of them probably don't even. Like a lot of them probably have no real problems with Jews.
No. Yeah, the thing, something that I agree with the Dalai Lama,
Mm-hmm.
you are raised to hate.
Yeah,
You weren't born with it, you're raised with it.
exactly.
And
All you have to do
some
is just point at someone and say, look, they're different.
yeah, and then they'll beat you up for it.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not saying this to defend them, but uh, sometime when it became to like the German people back in World War II,
Mm-hmm.
obviously they were the Jews and stuff like that. Um, they were just being pushed this propaganda. So I don't think those people are evil. I just think of them as people who didn't know any better.
Yeah, and essentially we're doing a duty for their home country, right?
Yeah,
Like they're told
but
this is how to make Germany great again. Let's do it.
and right now, and this is me guessing, but I think it's still a thing. But and right now in like the German army, I think there are legit Jewish people in said
There are,
army.
yeah. There are now, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like even some of the Jewish Germans that are around there right now are like, okay, you fucked up. You oppressed my people, but I know it's not you, and I like you enough to help you protect the country.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I'll be honest as well. Like, I think we may have already touched on this before, but I don't have any grievances against modern Germans because they didn't do shit.
yeah, I remember we had this conversation.
Yeah. Like if a German person ever comes up to me and says I apologize for the war, I will tell them you have nothing to apologize for because it wasn't you.
Exactly.
Unless you're a neo-Nazi, in which case fucking apologize and change your life. But like most of them that would apologize to me wouldn't even be neo-Nazis because let's be honest, they wouldn't even apologize to me if they were.
No, no, they refuse to like say anything about it.
speaking of which, as well, like in support of Palestine as well recently, what absolutely like most of the people who like most of the celebrities kind of like weighed in on this had a pretty predictable stance where they were like, "Oh, Israel's oppressive and whatever, free Palestine, whatever." There was one post by an like a Bollywood actress, right? Of all people, a Bollywood actress who literally quoted Hitler in defense of Palestine.
Oh God.
And people were like in support of that, and I was like, dude, is this where we are at? Where we'll call out people for racism against black people. We'll call out people for apparently racism against Asian Americans or Asians altogether. We'll call out people for Islamophobia, but anti-Semitism, that's okay. That's okay. You can
It's
do
like
that.
it's like, hey, the OG people who are being oppressed.
The people
Yeah,
whose entire identity is oppression. Oh, sorry. I
um,
mean Jewish people, not women.
yeah,
I joke, of
like,
course.
yeah, I know,
Yeah, no, I just need to make sure that the audience knows because cancel culture is
Oh,
a hell of a ride.
hallo, zegt. Oké, stroopwafels zijn lekker.
Stroopwafels zijn lekker, and I
Uh,
stand behind that statement.
karma for you. Yeah, we 100% this
Welcome.
podcast 100% agrees with that statement.
Yes,
Someone
I
who
don't like to
is
get political, but this I can get behind.
yeah, exactly. And the people who aren't, who don't like them, are completely wrong.
They have to be evicted from the country.
They have to be yeeted out of the country. It's a crime against nature and the Dutch community.
I mean, like because integration is everything, right? Like it's such an integral part of the Dutch culture that if you don't like stroopwafels, you're not Dutch.
Yeah, okay. The thing is with integration. Funny that you mentioned that one.
Okay, here we go.
For Did you know
Mm-hmm.
that if you fill in an application right now, because right now us two are Dutch people,
Yep.
and maybe I'll get a pass, but then again, I've studied for this shit. Um, if a foreigner fills in a like application of like knowing Dutch culture and like be civilized in it, because the thing is, if you go to our country, you have to learn some of the basics, like
Sure.
who's our founding father, who's this, what's that, how do you handle insurance, yada yada yada. Um, did you know that over 80% of the immigrants who got here,
Mm-hmm.
they 80% of them passed that because they have to study it. But if you let Dutch people do it, actual Dutch people, 20% passes.
Really?
Yes,
That sounds about right, though.
because
I'll be honest.
Dutch
I don't
people, well,
expect
Dutch
people to know their
people,
own history.
yeah, exactly. It's not only history, but also like how do you do insurance? How do you do this? How do you do that?
Dude, I don't know how to do. I don't know. I still don't know how to do tax, and I'm self-employed now.
Oh, I thankfully I already filled in my taxes.
Oh, well, wait. The financial year was um finished in April.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Okay, okay. I see what you mean.
in end of April.
Yes. Anyway, I'm sure that's fine. um, no, I believe that, man. Like, I believe that most people, within the country don't. To be fair, I was very fortunate. I didn't have to do that test. Um, because first of all, I was able to prove that I got to the Netherlands before my fourth birthday, which literally by a week.
Yeah.
So that was, but then an added extra incentive to make sure that I didn't have to do that test is that my grandma is Dutch.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Then it makes a little bit more. That makes a little bit more sense.
yeah, good old nepotism, right?
It's it's more of an ego boost. Like, okay, so there is Dutch veins in you, and then
Yeah,
they're like, okay, you're good to go.
yeah.
That's basically the question. That's kind of fucked up. Like sometimes the immigrants themselves knows a lot more about it than actual Dutch people.
It's great,
And
isn't it? But in most countries, it's exactly the same thing.
yeah, and I find that utterly like also find it a bit horrifying
It is.
that that us, the people who live on this soil, don't know their own history or don't know how. I'm not saying everything should you should know everything 100%, but like at least over 60%. Like, come on.
You'd think so.
And it's not only history questions, eh? Keep in mind, this is not only history.
Yeah, I know.
It's also other stuff that you need to arrange, and people will lose their fucking minds. I don't understand. Don't get me wrong, like, or at least loosen it up a little bit for the immigrants so that they like have a breather, or make us learn it a bit better.
Well, again, like most countries are exactly the same way. You know, most
Because
people
right
in the
now,
U.S. won't be able to
I've
pass a
seen
U.S. citizenship test.
I've seen U.S. citizenships files. I've seen them. I've seen their tests, and you will laugh your ass off the moment you see them.
I probably would.
Okay, so one of the questions is who is considered the founding father of the Netherlands?
Of the Netherlands,
Yes,
William of
right now.
Orange.
Bingo. That's the correct question.
Why
I
was that so
legit
difficult?
I legit have seen Dutch people, actual Dutch people,
Uh
just
huh.
right there, have been living there their whole life, stuff like that.
What they write?
Queen Beatrix.
Excuse
She's not
me.
even a father.
Excuse me. What?
I've legit seen that they wrote down Queen Beatrix because that was the only thing that they remember in their monarchy.
Okay, hang on. Queen Beatrix was the second to last monarch in recent history. How
Exactly.
could she be the
No,
founding father? Yep.
exactly.
I'll throw a bone in there. How could she be the founding mother even? If she's only alive now? How is that
And
possible?
also say like, okay, then one of the questions was, and this is from a different guy, so keep that in mind.
Sure.
One of the questions was, what system, like what governmental system has the Netherlands?
Oh, constitutional monarchy. Easy.
Bingo, exactly. Well, a lot of
How'd you
people
fuck
said,
it up?
yeah, they say democracy.
They're not entirely. I see why they would say that, but
Exactly.
they're wrong.
Yeah, yeah, but they're wrong. And it goes on like that. It goes on. It goes on and on. Uh, where do you need to file an application if you want to start your own business?
Genuinely, I don't know.
The Kamer van Koophandel, KVK,
Oh,
and
fun dungeon.
it is even advertised on TV, and people remember it.
Ah, see, this is the thing. I don't watch Dutch TV.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not only on TV. It's like if you want to start a business, then you need to have an
Yeah.
application number for that business. And
Oh no,
where
but
do
that
you
makes
get that?
sense.
That place. So it's like come on, man. Like some of the
Yeah.
people like, oh yeah, I've been living here my whole life. KVK? What's that? I don't know. and which insurances are a must-have.
I mean, that's a bit embarrassing to not know these things.
Yeah, even for an adult, like
Well, especially
that,
for an
that,
adult.
that yeah, especially for an adult. But the thing is, like, I'm gonna throw them a little bit of a bone here, but I don't agree with that statement. But like, I understand it a little bit. Their their parents did it for them.
What do you mean?
I mean, like they filed in the insurance for their children when they're 18 or something. I
Okay,
I
but at some point,
I
if you
think
get
I don't
children, you're gonna have to do that yourself as well.
exactly. So I don't understand why people failed on that test. I don't know.
Oh,
It grinds my gears a little bit. Like,
I know what you mean. But this, like,
and I also find it a bit offensive and also a little bit heartbreaking that we have to teach these people to do it, and if they fail, then their uh, how do you say their uh, their citizenships are at stake. Yet we don't even know 50% of these answers if we didn't even have Google or something.
yeah,
What the fuck, people? What the fuck?
I do think that like a base level of knowledge about the Netherlands is
Yeah,
required
true,
to
definitely.
integrate. But like
Yeah, but like it's embarrassing that the Dutch people themselves don't know more than half of it.
the thing is, the answers that you told me that a lot of Dutch people put in there, they're not ignorant. They're stupid. They're actually stupid. Like that's not anything to do with them not knowing things. That's well, it is entirely to do with them not knowing things. It's just with them being so fucking stupid to say things that don't even make any sense. Like I'll be honest, like they said democracy because they don't know what a democracy factually is,
Yeah,
right? Um they said Beatrix, I don't even fucking know why. Like that's
because
that's that's an actually
that's the only thing that they remember.
but it's a stupid answer. It's like who is the founding father of the United States of America? Dude, Trump.
Yeah,
It's literally the
it's
same thing.
just like yeah.
Trump founded America. Oh, damn it. I don't
Uh,
know. Did he? Are you sure? Who's your favorite president of the US? Barack Obama. Can't be because according to you, the US wasn't a thing back then.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like people could just altogether, in general, do better.
We're all in this together. Oh, sorry, sorry,
That's alright.
sorry,
That's alright.
sorry, sorry,
That's alright.
sorry.
Music is
Um,
allowed on this channel.
okay. Um,
Cool.
by the way, do you have a bucket of lava?
No, but there is a bucket in the chest, and I did find a shitload of lava, so I can make that happen for you.
Okay, because we kind of need lava for like one, a garbage disposal, and if we want to make another portal, because
Oh, so about the Nether portal, I actually, um,
no, don't
I
fucking say you found one.
I did.
Oh my god.
Um,
Oh my
it's a bit
god.
far away, and I don't remember the coordinates exactly. But
We
it's out
make
there,
our
man.
own. We make our own, please. Please make our own. I beg of you.
The only oh fuck, I'm gonna die here. Let me eat this golden apple. Actually, no, I'm not that hungry. Um,
A
fuck.
golden apple as well? What the fuck?
Yeah,
What
I found a dungeon.
that?
I found a dungeon.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is the wrong way. I may be lost.
I can.
Frequently, yes.
Huh, you're a lost pigeon, huh?
A little bit, yeah. This tends to. Oh, there we go. There we go. Um,
yeah, the immigrant situation.
Yeah,
It's a little embarrassing. It's a
it
little
is.
embarrassing when like people are gonna have sleepless nights because they're not 100% sure that they can stay at our country. Yet we yet we don't even know the answers without cheating. Well, I knew
Yeah,
the answers because again I had to do a national tour guide course,
yeah. So you have
and
to conduct a test as well.
yes, no, well, no, I didn't have to do that test, but um, you know,
Yeah.
I kinda already knew because some of the questions that I studied were like I saw the applications, and because I already saw the applications, and then suddenly I did my exam. One of the questions on the applications was exactly on that. I was like, "Hey, holy shit! Okay,
Oh, there you go. Let me eat one of these actually.
we've
Oh.
built a second level.
Um,
Level
let me
done.
get that level for you.
Just make a garbage disposal somewhere."
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go for that level. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
like
I made a quick access to the thing that I,
yeah,
or was
and make sure that we have infinite lava without having going like
I don't think I can do that because lava doesn't work like water does.
really
Yeah,
like three tiles and then like put two lavas on the side.
we can try. I don't
I
think
think
it
it's
works,
the
but
same though.
let's try. Let's see what happens. Not here.
So, any new games in mind?
New games.
Yeah, a lot of like I'm in a Discord with a lot of Total War fans, and yeah, they're hyped as shit.
um, not sure really. I mean, that's quite good to know. About the Total War.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
Warhammer
sure.
3, Warhammer 3.
I'm aware of Warhammer. I haven't actually played it, but I am aware of it. Yeah.
I've played the first one, and I have a really hard time myself. I have a really hard time to like actually appreciate it, if
Yeah.
that makes any sense.
No,
Like
I see what you mean. It's a very
I'm
particular game, I think.
I'm trying to like it. Like I'm also a huge Total War fan. I fucking love Shogun 2. I love Attila Total War, even though that's a little bit debatable. I
Hmm.
love I love Empire. I love Napoleon Total War. But then I go to Warhammer 1. I have the first one. There's a second one, and everybody and their mother plays that one.
Yeah.
But I don't, and I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but I don't like Warhammer that much. I don't like the fantasy things that much.
I
Like
think that's fair. I'll be honest. I haven't really played Warhammer at all. Um,
the
to
thing
be
is
fair.
with Warhammer,
Mm,
the what I legit like about it is like I wouldn't say historical accuracy, but like it's at least not one man. It's at least not one man just fucking going to town and defeat a whole army on its own. You know,
yeah, I know what you mean.
it's like at least it's not that.
Yeah,
And
because it's based on the tabletop game, isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah.
And with that, and that game has like a heroes, like heroic units that are so fucking powerful that they sometimes can beat a whole army by themselves, or like a whole group of men by themselves.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if I have one guy, and then suddenly like 200 men are fighting against that one guy. If that's a hero or like a lord or some sorts, they can survive that, and that's not realistic, or at least realism. I'm gonna say it like that because, like, hey, it's a fucking video game, so what do you
Yeah, it's
expect?
true.
But it's not something that I legit like. I don't like having a one-man army. I don't like that. I like to have like actual like a huge group of units, like all different kinds of fighters and stuff like that. And then suddenly, because there's that one guy, because he is a Superman or something like that,
Yeah.
bullshit. I don't like that. So hence that's why I don't actually like Warhammer that much. Like
Yeah, that's fair enough.
if you ask me, oh shit, well, whoops. If you ask me like, hey, what's the best one, or like, hey, what do you recommend? I'm gonna say Shogun too because like, hey, it's kind of realistic-ish. Well, I mean, it's pretty realistic, but still. Um, because I legit have a better time with it than the other ones.
Yeah, no, but that's perfectly fair, I think.
If I want to play fucking fantasy, then I will play Final Fantasy, or like stuff like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Um, because me personally, like, I'm not really super into strategy like games.
Yeah, I get that, and like thankfully, no one in this chat is a Total War fan because I might get smited. Like everybody loses their fucking mind there on the Discord channel. Like, oh, Warhammer 3, it's gonna be exciting, yada yada yada. I already pre-ordered it, and then I already lost hope when people pre-order. It's one of the dumbest things that you could possibly do. Oh hell yeah, thanks.
Nice.
Let's see here. What's a good spot to
Um, yeah, no, to be honest, I'm kind of off pre-ordering games at this point because it's only if I'm really excited for the game, but usually I kind of refrain myself. The last game I pre-ordered, I will admit, was Red Dead Redemption 2, so it's not even that long ago.
the last pre-ordered game that I've and it's the first and the last game I pre-ordered was Middle Earth: Shadow of War, because I love Shadow of Mordor so goddamn much that I really wanted to like get the sequel for it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I stopped because I legit felt a little bit betrayed.
Okay.
Okay, where's the other lava?
Right here.
Oh, okay. I actually made it ready. Let's put it here. And then I'm gonna clean up this dirt so that nobody jumps into it.
Right.
See? And now we can just... Oh no, fuck, it does... Oh shit,
Sorry, you were
it really
saying?
doesn't. Fuck. Alright. I guess we have some lava. Um, how do you make obsidian again?
So, I believe it's when water comes on top of lava.
Well, shall we make that, I guess? Here you go.
Yeah.
Um,
You want to make an obsidian farm?
uh, I don't know how to do it. I'll leave it to you.
Alright, let's try this.
But the thing is, oh yeah, fun. About a week
Oh,
ago, the guy from who made Days Gone. I'm not sure if you know the game.
yeah, I know the game. Well, it's
Uh,
the one that a friend of mine plays.
the guy who created games, that game,
Yep.
he said to the public that it's their fault if there won't be a sequel for Days Gone. And why is it our fault? Because we didn't pre-order it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So are
Yeah,
they
that
are
was
they gonna judge people as well for getting Days Gone while it was free on PlayStation?
yeah, exactly. It's like, come on, man. You knew what you're gonna.
It's like,
You
bro,
know.
your game is not that popular. You don't really have a platform to be able to say these things.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. By the way, why the fuck do we have beetroot? Anyway,
Oh yeah, I found it in dungeon.
time to
Okay,
make a beetroot farm.
so this didn't quite work out as I wanted to, and I fear for the lava now. So let me try something else. Let me
At least we
do.
have one.
There we go. And then
Thing is, we're trying to make a gate. That's all I ask.
so let's try this now.
Let me cut this one out for you.
I
It's like,
believe
hey,
that should do it. No, that's making smooth stone. Did I get it the
smooth
wrong way
stone?
around? Oh yes, I did.
Oh, damn, smooth stone. Oh, impressive. Um,
Alright, so then I'll put this here and this there. And then peek through here. Oh yes, so this needs to go.
nope.
Nope, that still doesn't work. Fuck, how do I... I mean, okay, there's a lot of obsidian down in the ravine, so we don't have to do this.
If you have a diamond pickaxe, but I don't think we have diamonds.
Well, then we still can't pick up this one that we have right here.
Yeah, but that one was made for, like, making a portal.
But there's already a half-made portal somewhere else.
But we don't have the diamond to fix it.
Alright, let's... okay. Let's hunt some diamonds.
Yeah, I'm coming with you.
Let me just... Oh, let me grab the remainder of the wheat, because I'm hungry.
Let's see here. What do we need? Yeah, I'm gonna need some sticks because I ran out of torches a while ago.
Yeah. Actually, let's farm real quick before we go, just so we can get bread. You know what I mean? Oh no.
Yep, makes sense.
Also
And
bring the hoe, cause I did a boo boo.
no. Okay, let me get the hoe. Yep. Okay, done.
Nice, thank you.
Let us sleep a bit.
Yeah, well, let's just sleep for a second. To be fair, I don't mind it too much, to be honest with you,
No,
because
I don't.
it feels like a
First,
cheat, but it isn't.
yeah, first it was like, fuck, we shouldn't be doing this, but now we're like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, it's not really cheating, to be honest with you, because it just means that, like, usually if one of us would lie down in bed, the other one would just kind of like disconnect anyway.
Yeah.
So let me just go up here real quick, deposit my seed, and
Thank you. You know what? Fun fact. Do you know what the general called a days off for the soldiers?
no,
Seed expedition.
huh? How
You
about
want to
that?
know why? You want to know why?
Because they want to bang women.
Yes,
Nice.
to create more soldiers in the future.
I mean, that's a way of looking at things.
I mean, yeah, that's legitimate. That was legitimately their perspective.
All right, down here. I mean, fair enough. Like I'm not gonna judge past bygones for bygones. Um. All right, so just down here. There's a ton of obsidian. There's some stuff down there as well. Other stuff.
Oh, there's gold. Yeah.
There's gold and there's redstone and all kinds of fun stuff in there as well. So I think the best thing to do is try to like make a path downwards. Problem is that there are a lot of monsters around here, so it won't be straightforward or easy.
Yeah, we should have made a shield.
Oh wait, no, it is easy. Um,
Where are you right now?
I'm down here. I forgot to take torches, so I may have to go back and make some.
No, I got some. Oh,
Okay.
there you are.
Oh,
Hold on. Let me cut that one open. There you go.
there we go.
Let me give you half if you can catch it.
Thank you.
There you go.
So like this area. That should be okay. So let's put a light here. And then now the area down is pretty much well lit. So there's a ton of obsidian here, there's redstone over there, gold
And I can
there,
make some more.
iron
I can
there.
make some more sticks.
Yeah. The only thing is that the current is quite strong, pushing
Yeah,
us towards the lava.
we need to think about that for a moment. Oh, I think I know. I think I have an idea. And it contains mining.
That's good. That's why we're here.
Yeah, I'm cutting coal right now. Hopefully getting some. Okay, that's bad.
Cool. I'm going to slowly but surely advance towards the next water stream.
Yeah, I get it. Uh,
And then
okay.
basically try to find...
I'm going to. So, let's see here.
Oh, I see diamond.
Oh, you do?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, it's fucking far away. Oh shit. Okay, well, let's try this. How deep is this pond? Oh no. Oh, a zombie just
okay. So
kind of
I
fell.
gave it, I gave it a little bit of a protection, so that you won't like
Yeah, good call.
if
I'm
you like
I'm
slowly get into it, but you get blocked by the blocks. So, yeah. At least,
mm,
at least we don't have to worry about that.
I'm playing a
Let's
dangerous game
say
here.
let's call it insurance.
No, insurance would be something much more solid. Um,
Sure.
now what I will do actually is I'm gonna swim up this waterfall and place down some torches because I feel like monsters will spawn here,
Yeah, true.
and seemingly they do.
Oh yeah, no, I see it as well.
Yeah, it's the thing is it's all the way over there, so
Do
we
you have an iron pickaxe?
I ooh,
Well, do you or do you not?
I do. I
Oh
do.
no.
It's nearly broken, but I do. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There was a situation. I took care of it swiftly and promptly. Oh,
Oh, I'm working with fire here. Ooh. Oh, I don't like. Oh God. Oh no, an Enderman. Oh no 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 no.
yeah, an Enderman is gonna throw big ol' spanners in the works.
Yeah, it's like I'm about to ruin this man's whole career.
Fucking zombie over there. Right, you're over there. Cool,
Alright.
cool, 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 cool.
There you go. Okay, so I think... Oh, shit, I get shot.
Okay, I'm coming down.
Ah, shit, I'm getting shot. Fuck
Okay.
you, asshole.
Huh! Drink lava, bitch.
Oh, nice. Well done. Let me make a let me make a bridge.
Yeah, let me kind of tunnel around. Oh, there's more. Okay, so.
Watch out, watch out. Don't fall into it, please.
Oh,
There you go. Perfect.
that's one. Okay, so now this one. Oh,
Please, please be
oh,
careful.
I can see the
Please be
lava.
careful.
I got it all. I got it all. Okay, now we need to get the fuck out.
Follow me. Do we need some redstone?
We can come back for it later.
Yeah.
I have redstone ideas, but we can come back for it later. Right now, we need to secure the package, as they say.
Okay. See, I
Uh,
made some insurance.
good. Well, yeah, or something of the like.
Yeah, I didn't have much of an option here.
That's okay. Like, you know, we'll use this for what it is. Fortunately, I placed a torch where we kind of divert to walk this way. And no,
No, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no.
we're good. We lost the torch, but we're good.
I got it.
That's like the last thing you want to see when you
What
like
the
arrive
hell?
there.
What was that sound?
Hmm?
I heard
Oh
like
yeah,
a...
there's like a hidden area somewhere where there's like monsters coagulating, but I haven't been able to actually get there yet.
No,
So
but I hear like village. Oh my god, it's a witch. Oh god, oh
get
god,
the
oh
fuck
god.
out. Get the fuck out. We're not doing this right
Yeah,
now.
no, I'm... Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. Ah, shit, I'm being cornered.
Wait. I'll come save you.
Help me.
Where are
Help
you?
me.
Did you go down here?
Ah,
Ooh.
shit. He found me. Shit, he's
Ha!
underneath you. Yeah, perfect.
There we
Oh,
go.
oh,
There you go. We're good. We're good.
oh.
We're good.
I was like, I hear some laughing, like some sort of villager, and then I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's secure the package. 3 diamonds.
Hey man, it can make a pickaxe, and you get something from the witch, but I don't think I know what it was.
10 redstone dust.
Oh,
So we got redstone in the end anyway.
oh, okay,
Which is Noik.
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, thanks, witch.
Really helped us out. I can't really think of anything I want to do with redstone right now, but you know, it's good to have for the future.
I was like, this thing was like, I was at 3 hearts. I was like, shit, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, but you're good now.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just dump everything into the chest here.
Yeah, and then call it a day.
Yep. And also take off this armor. Which is very sweet fire protection, but unfortunately it's gold, so it's useless. And then get on the roof, watch the sunset.
Let me just
Here we are.
do this. There you go. Where
Cool.
are you? Oh, there. And there you
And there it
go.
goes.
All right.
Slowly but surely going down as the stream is about to.
Yeah. Gonna watch the moon rise.
That's an option too. Let me come to the other side because the sun is pretty much set now. Ah, there you go. Look at that. Not quite Yom Kippur yet, but we have a nice little lava patch there that gives a little bit of light. So
Yeah, hopefully I can always use it as a garbage disposal place.
exactly. So I think you know we had a good stream today. We
Yeah,
got a couple of
definitely.
things done. We've got diamonds,
Yep,
which should set us up nicely for next time.
yep.
And yeah, sorry that it was a little bit early, but like this is the only way we could make it work.
Next time we're gonna be in the Nether in no time.
Yeah, and next time we're gonna stream at a more reasonable hour.
Yes.
Um,
The thing is, I'm gonna be at my parents next week.
okay, so
Because,
maybe not next week. Like it could be a bi-weekly thing. That's fine with me too.
yeah. It can also we can also do it like a random work day.
I mean,
Like
if you're up for it, like this week, I'm gonna be busy all week. But on Wednesday, cause my mate guy is working, so we're not gonna do the Dunk Discussion podcast. So we could just do this instead in the evening.
yeah, okay, fair
Cause I was
enough.
I was pla- I was planning to stream anyway.
What time? That's the only question.
We usually do 7:30.
So 6:30 for me. No, sorry,
The other way around, yeah.
8:30.
Yeah, it would be 8:30, yeah. But given that it's not that, technically, um, we can start whenever that evening.
No,
The
no, no,
only
no, 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 no. That makes sense. You know what? We'll be in touch about
we'll
that.
be in touch. Yeah. We'll talk on Wednesday. I need to just check my schedule on Monday. That's the main thing.
Yep. All right.
Um,
So everyone, it's been nice being here again. It was
absolutely,
great.
absolutely, and
And
hopefully see you guys next time.
yep. Bye.
Bye bye.